All right. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about this rocket that I recently got, which is a God Roll of the Hezen Vengeance. It is missing impact casing in this slot right here, but that is such a small, minute difference. Having overflow and lasting impression is really what you want. Overflow Vorpal also really good. Lasting impression is going to give you a 25% boost to damage, but it has that delayed factor to it, which obviously if you're shooting a boss and he goes into an immunity phase and the lasting impression pops off after the immunity phase, that's going to really suck for your overall damage. But the fact that it does do more damage than Vorpal, which Vorpal's at 15%, can be good for more like initial or burst damage or instantaneous damage if you're damaging a boss, maybe like Atrax inside Deep Sun Crypt, where you just have that little tiny window. You could actually shoot two lasting impression rockets just on Atrax, for example. Shoot two lasting impression rockets on them, and then shoot an Izzy shot, and the Izzy shot and the two rockets would go off all around the same time. And I'll have to test that out and see how well that does work on Atrax, but I have a good feeling that would probably be some of the most optimal damage for Atrax. Obviously, besides Lament, which is what everyone uses at this point in time. But before I go over this God Roll rocket, I want to explain why this thing is so unbelievably OP, giving you the history. First thing Bungie does is they rebuff rockets, and once they do so, the first most initial rocket we see that's really powerful is we get like auto-loading and lasting impression rockets. Now, I don't have one on me right now, but you get auto-loading lasting impression rockets, which were really good, and people are grinding for those in Season of the Chosen, I believe it was last season. And then we have the Sleepless, which became really good from Dreaming City. You get the first auto-loading Vorpal rocket, and now with Vault of Glass, you get another auto-loading Vorpal rocket with the Hezen Vengeance, which is still really good. And what you're doing with this is you're shooting the rocket, then you're swapping to the Izanagi's Burden Sniper, you're firing that bad boy off, reloading it, and then you're swapping back to the rocket again and firing another shot, because you have auto-loading holster on it, and you never have to reload the rocket, which takes a lot of time. And in the middle of all that, we actually got this rocket, Royal Entry, which has Clown Cartridge. It could have Field Prep in here, and it has tracking on, which is also kind of nice. But this could actually hold two rockets, very comparable to what I have right now, which is a Hezen Vengeance, which has two rockets in the magazine. Normally, all of these rockets can only hold one in the magazine, and that made the Royal Entry really fun, and it made a fun balance between the other rockets, like Sleepless and the Season of the Chosen rocket. It made a fun balance between grinding auto-loading lasting impression or auto-loading Vorpal Sleepless, or going for Clown Cartridge and firing two rockets really fast. So it was like a balance between the three of them. But with a Vault of Glass in this Hezen Vengeance, all that balance is kind of thrown out the door in some ways, because this thing has the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? If this Royal Entry, it could have Field Prep here. If this had like lasting impression here, that would have been insane. Like, obviously that would have been super broken, right? Or if it had Vorpal in this slot, it would have been especially broken, but it doesn't. But this does. This has the overflow, which can get two in the magazine, and it can have lasting impression. So what you're capable of doing with this is actually pretty freaking nuts. I'll shoot Carl here just for demonstration purposes. So I can shoot him with two rockets, and then after that, I can end up firing an Izzy shot on him, and he's gonna die pretty fast here. By picking up this, I get two more rockets that I can fire at him. And I can continuously keep doing this, firing. Oh, I don't want to do that. I can continuously keep firing at him. I think he's already dead, so. Well, that proved my point. But you can see how, let's just say I fire this Izzy shot off. Boom. And I walk over this. And I have two more rockets. And then I fire this Izzy shot off. I'll get my charge shot. And then I can pick this up, and I have two more rockets again. See what I'm saying? So your damage output is really, really fast, and is extremely optimal. You're gonna have way faster burst DPS, and this thing basically just outclasses all the other rockets currently out right now. And that's kind of a similar thing that Bungie did with a lot of these Vault of Glass weapons. They way outclass a lot of the other weapons currently in the game. So if you're out there grinding, like I've mentioned before, grind for this weapon, grind for this roll. And if you can, I mean, I'm not saying lasting impression is a bad roll on this at all. It is really good. Vorpal is also really nice, though, because it doesn't have that delayed factor to it. But let me know in the comment section below, which would you rather have on a rocket? Lasting impression or Vorpal? Vorpal, 15% damage bonus. Lasting impression, 25% damage bonus, but has the time delay. So which is the better one? Let me know down below. And that's going to be a wrap for this video. I'm going to end it there. And make sure to subscribe with notifications on if you enjoyed. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.